It's time for Skyview High School Sports, a presentation of 106.9 FM, 1390 AM The Fan, and CashValleyDaily.com. Brought to you by Advanced Heating and Air Conditioning, Alpine Cleaning, DD Auto and Salvage, Old Grist Mill, Preston Watts Collision and Glass, Great Basin Graphics, Adams Wealth Advisors, Cache Valley Daily, Young Toyota and Young Honda, Napa Auto Parts, Les Olson IT, and The Logo Shop. Now, it's time for the Skyview Bobcats on 106.9 The Fan.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Skyview High School, home of the Bobcats and the venue for tonight's matchup between the Skyview Bobcats and the Twin Fall Bruins. Jason Walker here filling in for John Newbold. Adam Lurcher alongside me. Welcome back to another season.
Oh, man, it's good to be back, and it's good to be back where I graduated. I am a Bobcat, class of 2020.
There you go. I know we had you calling Logan games with me last year, and that's where you'll normally hear my voice, or you'll also hear my voice here on 106.9 The Fan if you tune in like 3 hours earlier than these broadcasts. Although obviously we've got this game streaming online at CashValleyDaily.com, so however you're watching or listening, trying to combine two words there. Let's just start calling it that. Wherever you're watching, however you're doing that.
Oxford Dictionary, we got new words.
There we go. Glad we could have you on board. Just under 4 minutes until we start this game. Both teams looking for a little bit more success than their start. Skyview, though, they're starting to get that success. They started 0-3 on the season. They're on a 2-game win streak, though. They're kind of a low-scoring team. I mean, they scored in the 40s in their first 2 games. They had a close one against Hurricane. Like, pretty much all of their games have been either close losses or wins. The 69-41 loss to Provo kind of being the only exception. They lost at Desert Hills by 2 points, lost at Hurricane by 7. I think all 3 of those games were neutral. Well, they're all in southern Utah, so I think the Provo game was a neutral site one. But in their last 2 games, home wins over Bonneville 53-41, Box Elder 51-46. So a team that is moving in the right direction right now.
Definitely. I was able to rewatch the Box Elder game, and that was something that I saw is there were opportunities where you thought Skyview's just going to lay the hammer down and just take off. And with normal years, Coach Hilliard teams, that's what they do. I remember just watching. There's always a moment where his teams blow up. For some reason, these past couple of games, they just haven't quite had that. It hasn't clicked just yet. And I'm curious to see if they're going to be able to do that against this Twin Falls team because they're a smaller team. They don't have quite as many team members. This might be the opportunity to kind of get that groove for the rest of your season.
Yeah, smaller and not quite as long as scanning the Skyview roster before the season, before this game. They're swimming in length. Not, pretty impressive for a 4A school. This many 6'4", 6'5", and even 6'7" kids. And, last year was, they had a down year, although I think exaggerated down year because last year might have been the toughest I've ever seen Region 11 with how many good teams there were. And Skyview was just, they happened to kind of be the worst of the bunch, which is actually still kind of a high bar considering how good last year's teams were. And they were still super competitive in a lot of those games. So now a lot of these kids, a year older, wiser too, and a couple inches taller, I think they're going to, after a few lumps early in the season, that 0-3 start, I think they're going to really gain some positive momentum, and it continues tonight.
Absolutely. I mean, we would talk about it many a times. Region 11 is one of the hardest regions to play in, and more experience you get, a lot of these are returning players, and like you said, they're getting bigger, they're getting stronger, but not only that, Coach Hilliard is having them in his system. They're getting smarter, and I think that's going to pay big dividends coming into region play. Yeah,
we know Coach Hilliard teams are disciplined, they play defense. Those are the 2 things I know them for, and they've certainly done that. As you mentioned, their last 2 games, holding their opponents to 41, 46 points, having another game where you hold your opponent to 45 points. And so I think they're struggling to score a lot of points. And I think that may be some of that experience. McCade Roll trying to grow his game because last year he emerged a bit as a scorer. Earlier this year, I believe he had his first 20-point game, but he's averaging 11 points so far. They've got some other guys that are producing some points, but it's one that I think you're going to see maybe another low-scoring game, but that'll play to Skyview's benefit. We're going to take a quick break. We've got the national anthem, then we're going to come back, and we're going to have the starting lineups here on 106.9 FM, 1390 AM, The Fan.
Great Basin Graphics does custom t-shirts and creates graphic designs that'll get your business noticed. Amazing colors and designs that seem to jump off the t-shirt. Go to GreatBasinGraphics.com.
Great Basin Graphics, we made Old Gristmill on South Main Logan, 4th North Logan, and now Smithfield offer Cache Valley that famous lunch special and natural bread baked the right way. Get your made-to-order lunch or baked goods at Cache Valley's Best of Northern Utah gold-winning bakery. The Old Gristmill, here for you.
Make it 3 years in a row. Advanced Heating and AC is honored to be Best of Northern Utah Gold Medalist. Thank you for your support and vote of confidence in their company. Advanced Heating and AC, online at advancedheating-ac.com.
They really can put your logo on just about anything. That's what they do at the Logo Shop. Businesses, teams, booster clubs, school organizations, call the Logo Shop and have them show you the possibilities. The Logo Shop, committed to schools, teams, and youth groups.
Searching for copiers and printers? Les Olson IT has what you need. Find reliable HP printers, award-winning Sharp copiers, and high-end Ricoh graphic systems.
Les Olson IT. When a client walks into the office, I want them to feel like they have a team that is full-time working for them.
We really start from the ground up, setting our goals, understanding your situation, and then building the plan to maximize that quality of life.
Visit Adams Wealth Advisors.
Welcome back to Skyview High School here for Region 11 basketball. Boys basketball on the docket for tonight here on 106.9 FM, 1390 AM. The Fan, streaming online on CacheValleyDaily.com, video streaming. And a reminder, your video experience powered by Adams Wealth Advisors. Expect specific guidance from advisors who adhere to principles of honesty, professionalism, and integrity. Visit AdamsWealthAdvisors.com. So let's get to our starting lineups here for the Skyview Bobcats and the Twin Fall Bruins, the contestants in tonight's contest. Starting with the visiting Bruins, they've got the junior guard Ty Hess, the also junior guard number 2 Jordan Bingham, along with the sophomore 6'5" forward number 3 Trey Billings, and they've got that's the senior guard number 21 Riker Rex, along with the sophomore center / forward the 6'4" number 23 Bryce Nielsen. And moving on to the Skyview Bobcats, they've got the senior 6'5" forward number 0 Tyson Bradley, and they've got the junior 6' guard number 3 McCade Roll, and number 24 they've got the 6'4" senior Matt Hyatt, and then the the 6'2" junior Zach Oxborough, and then the 6'3" senior Chance Wilson, number 35. Those are your starters for tonight's game as we're about to get rolling here as Skyview huddles up, get themselves hyped as they begin game number 6. Jason Walker here to take you through the action alongside Adam Lurcher. And this is first game calling of the season, and I'm excited, just waiting to see. This is basketball season, and I'm all for it. I've seen I think I've watched 9 basketball games in the last 10 days.
I was talking about it with one of my friends. I get more excited to watch high school basketball than I do the NBA right now.
Oh, yeah.
For some reason, it's hard to say, but I really do think that high school just has a lot more passion behind it these days.
Here's the tip. It was tipped by Skyview, Tyson Bradley, but it was controlled by Twin Falls. So here they have it, throwing it around the circle. We're trying to reverse the ball, but they will swing it around to Riker Rex. Then he gets it over to Ty Hess, trying to get into the corner, tipped but retained by the Bruins. Hess once again with it on the right wing, swings it around the circle over to the left wing. Now into the corner, now into the post. They got their big man turnaround hook. Off the rim, no good. Chance Wilson grabs the board. He swings it over to Roll, and Skyview with their first possession of the game, tied 0-0. 7:23 to go here in the first quarter. Roll being hounded near midcourt. Finally getting around his man, driving down the left side. Tries to dump it off, but he was fouled right before. They were trying to draw a charge, but he ends up drawing the foul.
Absolutely. That's one thing that you want to see coming off of your starting point guard, right? That being Roll, is just being able to have that confidence of hey, I'm not afraid to take it into the paint, especially because Hilliard loves that kick-out action when he runs his offenses.
Bryce Nielsen, the one who picked up the foul. They inbound it and then swing it over to Roll on the right wing. He'll control it from there. Picks up his dribble, then finds a pass to Hyatt. And then swing it around the wing once again. Trying to get it to Bradley. Down the right side of the paint. Loses it initially. Manages to get it away back to Back to Bradley, and he puts it up in with the left hand from the left side of the basket. Skyview strikes first. And now Twin Falls with it. Right wing going to the center. Swinging around the three-point line, just dribbling back and forth. Now a ball reversal, then into the post for the big man, then they back out. They don't have the shot clocks working today, so I don't got any reference right now.
They were having that issue during the Box Elder game as well.
So now feeding it inside, a bit of contact, and then as Skyview tried to rebound it, I don't know if it was a rebound, it was a tipped shot. Chance Wilson was trying to save it, keep it in bounds, but he loses it. Trey Billings was the one who missed the shot. They've gone to the big 6'5" sophomore several times here. Long inbound near midcourt. Jordan Bingham controlling it. Now on the right wing. Swing it around the circle. Now driving in left side. Pull up mid-range jumper around the rim and out. They're going to call a foul. Is that on the shot or the rebound? I think they're going to call it on the shot because they got Ty Hess at the free throw line. He was the man who attempted the mid-range jumper, and he'll get 2 free throws. They called the foul on Roll. First free throw, rolls around and in. Couldn't find any real info on Twin Falls as far as any of their numbers, scoring, so I'm kind of going into this a little bit blind.
When I was doing research, it was honestly kind of like, well, they exist, but there's not a whole lot of info on them.
They exist. They came in 0-2, although 2 for 2 is what Ty Hess does at the free throw line, and we're tied 2 apiece. 6 minutes to go here in the first quarter. As Skyview moving the ball around the circle. They get it into the free throw line. Now to the corner. Three-pointer up. No good. High missed it there. And rebounded by Trey Billings for the Bruins. He's actually going to bring it up. 6'5" wing's got a bit of a handle. Now they'll bring it to the right wing. Hess with it. Trying to find some room to roam. Skyview got their zone defense out there, running a 2-3. And Twin Falls is having a rough time getting it inside the paint, at least with any quality looks.
Yeah, they're just passing around the arc. Not a whole lot of movement cutting north to south, just a whole lot of east-west movement.
So Hess with it, passing out. And I don't think they're just not going with the shot clock because they don't have a functioning one. So nearly got a three-point look. Hess turns it down, though. He's almost pinned in the corner, though. Now giving off to the big man. Goes up, hits it, and one. Trey Billings. And they're calling the foul on Bradley.
Not a bad finish by number 3, Billings.
A good touch around the rim using the backboard. So he's going to earn 1. He misses it off the front rim. Tipped around, though. And Twin Falls going to control it. They back it out to Hess. Now he drives into the lane. Dumps it off. Wild shot inside, missed, rebounded, and then a jump ball. Great block there from Bradley. He just fouled Trey Billings, and then he just absolutely ate that shot up, ends in a jump ball.
It was good awareness on defense not to bite on that first initial pump fake, and instead just wait for him to leave his feet, and then you can get that jump ball on him.
Should say a held ball. That's something I need to learn, is it's a held ball in high school and college. But I always call it a jump ball. It's the NBA. Skyview with it, down 2-4 with 4:40 to go here in this opening quarter. Roll with the ball, trying to beat his man off the triple threat. He will end up passing it. Now inside to Chance Wilson. He's trying to kick it out to the three-point line in the corner, but he's fouled in the process.
One of the things that when you do have the size advantage on your team, I mean, that's strong language here, but you punish the other team, right? You back them into the paint. You make them make those mistakes either on fouls or just getting easy layups. And that's what I want Skyview to do right here instead of kind of kick it out like they just did.
Here we go. Three-pointer from the corner, around the rim, and in this time. Zach Oxborough from distance gives Skyview the lead back 5-4 with just over 4 to play here in the opening quarter.
Go figure. As soon as I say rather have it in the paint, they make the 3. Love to see it.
There you go. Some good inside, outside there, moving through the paint. Twin Falls struggling to do that. This zone really bothering Twin Falls as they try and find something. Timeout, I believe, called. Trey Billings was swarmed really quick, and Twin Falls wants to talk about it. 30-second timeout. I'd like to thank Advanced Heating and Air Conditioning, one of our wonderful sponsors of Skyview Sports. Schedule your service call on their website, advancedheating-ac.com. That's advanced heating, a dash, and then ac.com. And if you're looking for a new fireplace as well, you can, along with the website, you can also call 752-7272. That's 752-7272, Advanced Heating and Air Conditioning.
One of the things we're seeing Twin Falls do, since there is no shot clock, right, they don't mind taking their time. I think they're going to try to use that to their advantage, right? Try to get Skyview's zone kind of agitated, right? That, oh, why are we playing defense for so long, right? Yeah. And maybe see if you can catch Skyview in a mistake. One of the things that Skyview have to do is take the lead and just hold on to it. Skyview plays better at a slower pace anyways. You don't need to speed up.
That's old-fashioned high school ball. You don't take a shot until you get an open one. Skyview swarming Twin Falls. Man had to pick up his dribble, trying to get it out. Tipped up. Trey Billings does get it. Tries to put up a wild shot. Misses. Great defense there from Skyview. They're off and running. Roll with it, though. He's going to back out. They didn't have the numbers advantage. Now trying to get it into the post. Bradley has it. He's double teamed, so he has to kick it back out. Roll has it. He gives it up. Oxborough pump fakes. Drives into the lane. Twin Falls trying to draw a charge. Oxborough seeing it in time. Ball kind of weirdly just deflects off a couple of guys. It's still Skyview ball.
Yeah, just one of those weird things about the game of basketball. It was good it was good vision by Oxborough to take that pump fake and drive in. Just lost the ball driving.
Did manage to keep it with Skyview. Oxborough does have it in the paint. Fadeaway jumper. He hits it from 8 feet out. Skyview up 7-4 now. 3.5 to play in this first quarter here in Smithfield. Twin Falls, they've not scored in probably 2 or 3 minutes now after taking that 4-2 lead. Ty Hess trying to find somewhere to go. Pulls up mid-range. Oh, blocked, but they're going to call a foul, and Tyson Bradley can't believe it. He's just picked up his second. At least I think that's his second.
Yep, that's his second foul. That's one thing you don't want to get in foul trouble against a team that's very comfortable in wasting the clock.
Ty Hess went 2 for 2 on his earlier trip, and he hits his third of the game, makes it 7-5. Tyson Bradley going to check out, and they'll bring in number 15, Jace Lillywhite, 6'4" senior. So they'll replace some size with some more size. Ty Hess's second attempt, nothing but net. Makes it a 1-point game now. So here we go, across mid-court roll, swinging it over to Oxborough. He's got 5 already. Now over the right side, Roll has it above the break. Swings around, gives it up to number 35, Chance Wilson. Attempts a three-pointer, misses it, and the ball will go off of one of the supports, and that'll make it Twin Falls ball. 2:46, the clock has not started. There we go. Extended the game by about 4 seconds. Pump fake 3, pass then nearly stolen. Now swinging it back out to Hess. He tries to go around to the baseline, picks up his dribble, kicks it out. Now Hess gets it back. Pump fakes another 3, and he'll dribble all the way from left to right. Now nearly back to the right again. Inside pass, nifty little pass there to Trey Billings. He finishes the easy shot. Twin Falls back up again.
Billings is just going to use his size. Twin Falls may not have much size, but Billings does. And if you can get him down in the paint against Wilson, it's so far, Billings has been able to take advantage of that.
Oxborough driving into trouble and driving himself back out of it, kicking out for a corner 3, but passing that up and then kicking it back out to the top. That was Matt Hyatt. Now Oxborough has it again, dribbling into the paint and jump ball, or a held ball, correcting myself here. And that one's going to go to Twin Falls now. So a bit of a run here, 4-0 run for the Bruins. As now it's the Bobcats' turn to have not scored for about a minute and a half. So here we go, Hess waiting a moment to cross midcourt. Now he does. He's got Roll all the way out on him. He's not giving him a whole lot of space. The scouting report probably saying Hess will pull up from 3 on you. He gives it up, though. Now they get it back to a Hess. Floater in the paint, misses it. Rebound tipped around. They're going to say it's off Skyview. So the Bruins will keep the ball after Hess's miss.
After those first initial possessions by Twin Falls, right, not being able to find the paint, that tune has changed, and they've been able to just drive all they've wanted.
Now there's a foul, I think, on the ball. They call it on... They call it on Liam Guthrie, who just checked in. The senior, star wide receiver, and a key player for this team last year. Inbound pass tipped around, stolen. Oxborough gets his mitts on it, and now he'll bring it up the court. Swing it over to Roll, wide open, left wing three off the front rim. Ball bounces a bit long, but controlled by the Bruins. Will Broadbent with the ball. He'll bring it over the center circle. Now over to Hess on the left wing, back to Broadbent. He'll take a three-pointer. No good. Rebound there for the Bruins, though. Now trying to go back up, missed the shot. Hoyt Murray with the attempt there, number 22. Skyview going quickly the other way. Now Oxborough pulls up now. Well, he tried to drive in, then he picked up his dribble. Sends it over to Lillywhite. Now back over to Roll, left wing, almost in the corner. Triple threat now backs out. Gives to Oxborough, trying to get it into the paint. Nearly goes out of bounds, saved. For Skyview, they hang on to it. Roll, pump fakes a three. Nearly thought about a step back three then. And now getting it to Guthrie, into the corner. Pump fake a three, drive, floater, mid-range, good. Oxborough with another two. He's up to 7. 7 in this opening quarter. We're under 20 seconds to play here. Skyview just retaking a 9-8 lead. And now Hess is going to try and of the 9 points for the Bobcats as they take the lead into the second quarter. We'll take a quick break. We'll be back after this.
Great Basin Graphics does custom t-shirts and creates graphic designs that'll get your business noticed. Amazing colors and designs that seem to jump off the t-shirt. Go to greatbasingraphics.com.
Great Basin Graphics, we made you look.
Old Gristmill on South Main Logan, 4th North Logan, and now Smithfield offer Cache Valley that famous lunch special and natural bread baked the right way. Get your made-to-order lunch or baked goods at Cache Valley's Best of Northern Utah gold-winning bakery. The Old Gristmill, here for you.
Welcome back to Skyview High School as we bring you Region 11 boys basketball here on 106.9 FM, 1390 AM The Fan, and streaming online at CacheValleyDaily.com. It'll take time to do our uniform check, brought to you by the Logo Shop. They can really put your logo on just about anything. Businesses, teams, booster clubs, school organizations. Trust the Logo Shop. We logo stuff. So the logo check, it almost looks like Skyview versus Skyview's alternate colors or alternate jerseys. Because we got Skyview, they're in their white jerseys, blue numbers, but one of their alternates is basically what Twin Falls is wearing, black jerseys, very similar blue color. It's a little darker, I think.
Yeah, from up here, it's very similar, but you're absolutely right. This kind of feels like a little in-house scrimmage, if you ask me.
Yeah, basically, you got like your blue and black game or something like that. So coming into the second quarter, Skyview leads 9-8. The lead got traded a couple of times, but Skyview has this advantage. Small as it is, there's a foul, an offensive foul away from the ball. Who'd they call that on? Who's it on?
I don't see. I don't think they've announced it either.
Like the guy called, maybe somebody else signaled because the one referee called it, maybe two of them called it. I want to say it was on Guthrie. He may have pushed off as he was trying to do a baseline cut. But when it happens away from the ball, I'm kind of at the mercy of what I happen to see. So Twin Falls has the ball. They get it to Hess as they continue to try and break down this Skyview 2-3 zone. It's caused them some problems. They've had some limited success. High pass nearly dropped by Cameron Reyes. But they back it out once again. They got Hess on the left wing. Shot up, no good. Hess misses. Rebound, battled for, eventually controlled by Max Castillo. As we got 7.5 minutes to play here in the second quarter. Liam Guthrie driving baseline, kicks around to the far corner. Now to Oxborough at the free throw line. Back to Guthrie. Pump fake to corner three. Pass into the lane. Floater up, no good. Offensive rebound to Skyview. Going up strong, but just missing. That was Jace Lillywhite. Couldn't quite get it to go off a good rebound.
It was a great offensive rebound. Good box out. Good jump to get it. Just couldn't finish.
Just over 7 to play here in the second quarter. 9-8 to the Bobcats over the Bruins here in this interstate high school matchup. Twin Falls trying to feed it into the paint, but the ball tipped around and then bounces on the end line. So a turnover for Twin Falls. It was Riker Rex who couldn't hang on to the ball. Zach Oxborough checking out. He's got 7 of the Bobcats' 9 points, but he needs to take a little bit of a break here. They'll send in Matt Height. or Haitt. It's H-A-I-T-T. I did not get a pronunciation guide from him. My apologies to Matt. So here we go, Skyview with it. They get it to Haitt. As they now send it over to Tatum Sagers. He tries to feed toward the free throw line for Lillywhite, but it's stolen away by the Bruins. Hess going the other way. Now he'll back out. Handed off to his teammate Jordan Bingham. Now they get it into the paint. Floater, contested, rimmed around and in. I thought that was for sure going to go in, but it misses. I don't have that man on my roster.
I don't either. Number 20, whoever he is, it was a good look. Just the same thing, right? Just doesn't find the nylon.
Liam Guthrie, top of the arc three-pointer, hits only the net, the outside of the net, key there. Offensive rebound, though, to Haight, and he puts it back up and in 2 points. First points of the quarter. 2 minutes in now as we cross under 6 minutes to play. 11-8 our score in favor of the Skyview Bobcats. Jordan Bingham driving in, then he tries to kick it into the paint, stolen away by Guthrie. Trying to lead the fast break, he passes it, then gets it back. Guthrie misses his shot, but it's rebounded by the Bobcats. They'll reset on the right wing. Trying to drive into the paint, Max Castillo kicks out. Now they're going to have Lillywhite take a three-pointer. He drills it. Skyview on a bit of a run, and Twin Falls wants to call timeout.
That first initial sort of pseudo fast break, right? Love the ball movement, but at some point somebody has to take the shot. Yeah. That's one thing that's like, hey, I love the teamwork, I love the passing, but somebody eventually has to put the ball in the net, right? But at the same time, they didn't give up on the play, right? Eventually, they kept the ball moving. They got the offensive rebound, and then they get a wide-open three, right? That's an example of, hey, some things just don't click right at first, but if you keep grinding, keep hustling, what Hilliard's teams are known for, good things are going to pay off, and that's something that's really fun to see when you watch a Skyview team.
Yeah, a lot of good rebounding, especially on that offensive end, making sure things eventually go. I'd like to thank DD Auto and Salvage, Cache Valley's #1 place to get the most money for junk vehicles and scrap metal. Pickup is available. Call 787-1204. That's 787-1204. No job is too big for DD Auto and Salvage, one of the fantastic sponsors of Skyview Sports here on 106.9 FM, 1390 AM The Fan. Twin Falls with the ball out of the 30-second timeout. They trail 14-8 to Skyview. A drive inside by Trey Billings, and he's fouled. I think they're going to give him the shot. Nope, they're going to say it's on the. They didn't say. They're going to say he wasn't shooting. Kind of a hack on the arm there is what they're going to call. Probably fair enough. Matt Haight there. I'm pretty sure it's Hyatt. I'm gonna go back and forth in this pronunciation. I'm gonna double down on Hyatt.
We'll get it right at least 50% of the time.
Because there was a Melanie Hyatt who played basketball, and she was really good. Heck, might still be at Skyview. Here we go, mid-range jumper for Twin Falls, trying to get too distracted. Rebound to Skyview, Liam Guthrie on the break. Floater in the paint, no good. Trying to grab his own rebound, tips just out of his fingertips. And last touch going to be Skyview as it rolls over the sideline. Bit of bad luck there for Guthrie. He nearly had the points to what would have secured, I think, something along the lines of a 9-0 run. Because they were down 8-7, and they could have gone up 16-8. But as it stands, we're at 14-8. 4:43 to play here in the second quarter. Hess trying to go around a bit of a screen, and a foul. Liam Guthrie gets whistled. That was almost a carry by Hess, but
yeah, it was awfully close. Could have gone either way. That's going to be Guthrie's second foul.
He's going to check out. McCade Roll going to check in for the Bobcats. A dynamic sophomore trying to become an impact junior. They're going to start on defense, though. Trying to do a long inbound. Close to the 5 seconds. Just getting it inbounds. And so they'll start the play here. Cash Pedersen trying to get it into the paint. Swing it around to Hess. Mid-range jumper on the right side. Good. Bruins end their scoreless run. They get their first points of the quarter. Roll brings it up quickly. No time to rest. Swings it over to the right block. Hook shot around and good. Easton Mills with the right-handed hook shot makes it 16-10 halfway through this second quarter. So the Bruins with the ball on the left wing. Hess looking for a pass. Gives it to Trey Billings. He goes up strong, and he's going to get rewarded for his efforts with a foul. Or getting fouled. He's not going to get called for a foul. He's going to get 2 free throws is what he's going to get.
Billings has had himself a pretty good night with 4 points and at the line to add to his stat line and bring the 6-point lead within touching distance.
Well, he doesn't add to his total as he misses the first free throw. He's 0 for 2 now, isn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Because he had the and one, and he missed it, the free throw. He misses the front end of these 2, and he does not miss the second. That hit about every part of the rim, but still falls through, and that's worth 1 point all the same. Roll with it on the left wing. He's going to try and dribble around down the center of the paint. He's going to get stonewalled to the free throw line. Gives it back up. We're going to have a foul as Max Castillo is trying to take the dribble handoff from Roll, and he gets held up, and the referee says you can't do that. 3:43 to go here in the second quarter. 16-11 our score. Skyview leads Twin Falls here in this first game of the Coach Tueller Classic. I forgot to mention that. Ball stripped away from Easton Mills by Twin Falls. They take over as they get it to Billings on the left, in the left corner. Now they reset to the top of the arc. Back to the left side, then swinging over to the right. Hess with it. Ty Hess back to the top of the circle. Denies a screen, trying a mid-range jumper from the elbow. Rolls around, touches the backboard, back on the rim, and in the hoop.
Nifty move by Hess to get just a little bit of space to make that mid-range jumper fall through.
16-13 our score now. 3 minutes to play in the opening half. Trying to get into the post for Easton Mills. Spins around, right-handed hook, and through the hoop. Skyview up 18-13 now. A couple of nifty plays there from both sides. We go back and forth in this quarter. Skyview maintaining a multi-possession advantage, though, most of the way. Over to Hess, sends it into Billings on the right block, trying to go up strong, gets the bucket to fall over Easton Mills. Both teams getting on a roll here. Speaking of rolling, McCade. He's got the ball for Skyview. Swinging it around, then into the paint. Easton Mills trying to go up with that. I thought there was some contact. He keeps the ball anyway, puts up another right-handed hook, gets another one to fall. Easton Mills on a roll. He's got 6 points in this quarter.
Talk about a spark off the bench. Easton Mills has really brought an offensive fire to this game.
So Ty Hess on the left wing trying to find some room. He's hit a couple of tough mid-range jumpers. He's going to give it up for the moment, though. As Riker Rex, he loses the ball. Skyview with it. Tatum Sagers comes up with it. He's going to give it to McCade Roll. 1:47 to go here in this quarter. Skyview with this 5-point lead, 20-15.
If this were football, I would have said Tatum had watched a lot of film. He knew exactly where they were going to go with that ball.
Three-pointer up and good from the left corner. Max Castillo gives the Bobcats their largest lead of the game, 8 points with under 90 seconds to play in the first half. Over to Hess on the left wing, sends it into the elbow. Foul. They're going to call McCade Roll for being a little too aggressive trying to steal that pass into the mid-range.
This is starting to feel like one of those stretches, right, where Skyview just lays the hammer down. I don't want to get too cocky because I thought they did that against Box Elder, but Box Elder tied it back up, even took the lead at one point in their last game. Twin Falls can definitely do the same here.
They've had a few good scoring spells. They'll try to start here. Corner three up, no good, off the back iron. Rebounded by Billings. He goes up strong, tries to draw a foul. They're not going to give it to him, but he's going to take 2 points all the same. 23-17. Only need 2 more points for Twin Falls to get a Monsters, Inc. reference. Instead of that, though, we're going to get a foul away from the ball, and I believe it is on Twin Falls. Will Broadbent getting called for the foul away from the ball. That's 2 fouls in the quarter for Twin Falls. Not a whole lot of fouling in this game for the most part. Oxborough getting the inbound pass. And they'll reset it out to Castillo. Castillo trying to drive around the right side. He's going to give it up back out to Chance Wilson on the right wing. Over to Oxborough on the left. Into the paint, trying to find Mills, the hot hand. He isolates on the right block, then kicks it out to the three-point line. I thought it was going to do the right-handed hook, but it was a pass instead. Turnover there for Skyview. Jason Lillywhite was trying to throw a pass out of the paint, and he had it tipped. And to a Twin Falls player. Entry pass. Ty Hesselink lost the ball. Wild shot put up, rebounded by Twin Falls. Trey Billings misses, and then the rebound bounced off a couple of players. Last touch by Twin Falls. And I think Easton Mills might have got hit in the face inadvertently. He's not happy about it, but he's getting subbed out anyway. I think he's going to take a bit of a rest. And Tyson Bradley comes in for the last, will likely be the last possession of the half. We cross under 20 seconds to play. Oxborough throwing it into the paint, and shot up and blocked.
That was Lillywhite getting stuffed.
Yeah, that was I thought it was going to be last possession, but then you see an open, Lillywhite was way open. It's like, you don't pass that up no matter if there's still 15 seconds left. But 2 clear points turned into a block shot. Skyview still has the ball, though, so they have a chance to get the last shot here once again. Sending into the paint. Lillywhite has it again. Sending it out, trying to find Bradley. Oxborough has it now. Long three. Oh, I nearly thought he made that. Off the left side of the rim, though, and that's going to end the first half. Skyview with the 23-17 advantage over the visiting Twin Falls Bruins, and this is the first game of the Skyview's part in the Coach Tueller Classic. We're going to take a break. We'll explain a little bit more about the Coach Tueller Classic and what's going on here, and the chance that a lot of these schools are going to have later this week. But we'll take a quick break. We'll be back after this here on 106.9 FM, 1390 AM The Fan, and streaming online at CashValleyDaily.com.
Great Basin Graphics does custom t-shirts and creates graphic designs that'll get your business noticed. Amazing colors and designs that seem to jump off the t-shirt. Go to GreatBasinGraphics.com.
Great Basin Graphics. We made you look.
Old Gristmill on South Main Logan, 4th North Logan, and now Smithfield offer Cache Valley that famous lunch special and natural bread baked the right way. Get your made-to-order lunch or baked goods at Cache Valley's Best of Northern Utah gold-winning bakery. The Old Gristmill, here for you.
Make it 3 years in a row. Advanced Heating and AC is honored to be Best of Northern Utah Gold Medalist. Thank you for your support and vote of confidence in their company. Advanced Heating and AC online at advancedheating-ac.com.
They really can put your logo on just about anything. That's what they do at the Logo Shop. Businesses, teams, booster clubs, school organizations, call the Logo Shop and have them show you the possibilities. The Logo Shop, committed to schools, teams, and youth groups.
Searching for copiers and printers? Les Olson IT has what you need. Find reliable HP printers, award-winning Sharp copiers, and high-end Ricoh graphic systems.
Les Olson IT. When a client walks into the office, I want them to feel like they have a team that is full-time working for them.
We really start from the ground up, setting our goals, understanding your situation, and then building the plan to maximize that quality of life.
Visit Adams Wealth Advisors.
From what's happening in local political elections, to breaking news, to photo galleries and replays of the latest games. If it's happening in our community, it's on CashValleyDaily.com and the Cache Valley Daily app. Local, relevant news on CashValleyDaily.com.
Preston Watts Collision and Glass has been your #1 resource for collision repair and auto glass. We specialize in windshield repairs. Competitive prices, call Preston Watts Collision and Glass at 563-3215. We do it right.
Reactive Physical Therapy will show you what actions you can take to create the reaction you desire. Reactive Physical Therapy in Providence and North Logan. Call 435-535-3677 or reactivephysicaltherapy.com.
Keep your car running its best with help from Napa Auto Parts. Need a new battery or wiper blades? Napa features the best brands and can even help with battery or wiper blade installation right there on the spot. Locally owned from Preston to Providence. Napa Auto Parts.
DD Auto and Salvage is going to pay you the most for junk vehicles. Get rid of your junk vehicles today. Pickup is available. DD Auto and Salvage in Logan. Call 787-1204. That's 787-1204 today. See store for details.
Great Basin Graphics does custom t-shirts and creates graphic designs that'll get your business noticed. Amazing colors and designs that seem to jump off the t-shirt. Go to GreatBasinGraphics.com.
Great Basin Graphics. We made you look, made you look.
Old Gristmill on South Main Logan, 4th North Logan, and now Smithfield offer Cache Valley that famous lunch special and natural bread baked the right way. Get your made-to-order lunch or baked goods at Cache Valley's Best of Northern Utah gold-winning bakery. The Old Gristmill, here for you.
Make it 3 years in a row. Advanced Heating and AC is honored to be Best of Northern Utah Gold Medalist. Thank you for your support and vote of confidence in their company. Advanced Heating and AC online at advancedheating-ac.com.
They really can put your logo on just about anything. That's what they do at the Logo Shop. Businesses, teams, booster clubs, school organizations, call the Logo Shop and have them show you the possibilities. The Logo Shop, committed to schools, teams, and youth groups.
Searching for copiers and printers? Les Olson IT has what you need. Find reliable HP printers, award-winning Sharp copiers, and high-end Ricoh graphic systems.
Les Olson IT. When a client walks into the office, I want them to feel like they have a team that is full-time working for them.
We really start from the ground up, setting our goals, understanding your situation, and then building the plan to maximize that quality of life.
Visit Adams Wealth Advisors.
From what's happening in local political elections to breaking news to photo galleries and replays of the latest games. If it's happening in our community, it's on CacheValleyDaily.com and the Cache Valley Daily app. Local, relevant news on CacheValleyDaily.com.
Preston Watts Collision and Glass has been your #1 resource for collision repair and auto glass. We specialize in windshield repairs. Competitive prices, call Preston Watts Collision and Glass at 563-3215. We do it right.
Reactive Physical Therapy will show you what actions you can take to create the reaction you desire. Reactive Physical Therapy in Providence and North Logan. Call 435-535-3677 or reactivephysicaltherapy.com.
Keep your car running its best with help from Napa Auto Parts. Need a new battery or wiper blades? Napa features the best brands and can even help with battery or wiper blade installation right there on the spot. Locally owned from Preston to Providence. Napa Auto Parts.
DD Auto and Salvage is going to pay you the most for junk vehicles. Get rid of your junk vehicles today. Pickup is available. DD Auto and Salvage in Logan. Call 787-1204. That's 787-1204 today. See store for details.
Great Basin Graphics does custom t-shirts and creates graphic designs that'll get your business noticed. Amazing colors and designs that seem to jump off the t-shirt. Go to GreatBasinGraphics.com.
Great Basin Graphics. We made you look, made you look.
Old Gristmill on South Main Logan, 4th North Logan, and now Smithfield offer Cache Valley that famous lunch special and natural bread baked the right way. Get your made-to-order lunch or baked goods at Cache Valley's Best of Northern Utah gold-winning bakery. The Old Gristmill, here for you.
Make it 3 years in a row. Advanced Heating and AC is honored to be Best of Northern Utah Gold Medalist. Thank you for your support and vote of confidence in their company. Advanced Heating and AC online at advancedheating-ac.com.
They really can put your logo on just about anything. That's what they do at the Logo Shop. Businesses, teams, booster clubs, school organizations, call the Logo Shop and have them show you the possibilities. The Logo Shop, committed to schools, teams, and youth groups.
Searching for copiers and printers? Les Olson IT has what you need. Find reliable HP printers, award-winning Sharp copiers, and high-end Ricoh graphic systems.
Les Olson IT. When a client walks into the office, I want them to feel like they have a team that is full-time working for them.
We really start from the ground up, setting our goals, understanding your situation, and then building the plan to maximize that quality of life.
Visit Adams Wealth Advisors.
Welcome back to Skyview High School after a bit of a longer halftime break. Just wanted to talk before we go before we come back. We're about 90 seconds from the start of the second half. Adam, we had the Coach Tueller Classic last year. Not as many teams involved last year. I think there were only 3. But this year, 4 of the 5 Cache Valley teams are involved. Logan's the only one who's not, because, of course. But we normally do Logan games, but we're still going to get a call one of these games. Obviously named in honor of former Utah State head coach, athletic director, and also Logan coach, Rod Tueller, Utah Sports Hall of Fame, inducted this year. So for all of his wonderful contributions to sports in the state of Utah, now both, again, as a coach, as an administrator, seemed like it was almost too long before he gets inducted. Should have been a long time. Heck, he was also broadcast, too. Like, he did, freaking everything.
I was about to say the impact that he's had on just Cache Valley basketball, but also Utah basketball in general and athletics in a broad sense has been quite impressive. And like you said, it took way too long to get there.
And one of the part of the Rod Tueller Classic, a lot of games going to be played at home sites. For instance, every team that we cover with our family of radio stations, from Bear River all the way to Mountain Crest, 5 of the 6 are in action. I was going to say all of Region 11, but Westfield's in there too. So all of Region 11, Westfield may be in action tonight, but Bear River, Skyview, Ridgeline, Mountain Crest, and I think Green Canyon, I forgot them for a second. They're all in action. Logan isn't, because they're again going to be the oddball out. But they play Thursday and Saturday. But on Saturday, a lot of these teams are going to have a chance to play in the D. Glenn Smith Spectrum, which is a feature of this Coach Tueller Classic. Skyview will be playing in that game. And, of course, they're going to have 4 games in the morning into the afternoon, and then Utah State's going to host Utah Tech later that night.
Yeah, a lot of people are alumni. I'm a current student of Utah State. It's fun to be in the Spectrum.
Yeah.
Regardless of what basketball game is being played, it's a special place. And so it's a really cool opportunity for these high school athletes to be able to do that and have that experience on Saturday.
Here we go. We started the second half. Twin Falls begins with the ball. Skyview leads 23-17. A strong advantage in the first half. Great defense, and then pulling away in the second quarter with the burst of offense. Going with that, I was going to say 2-3 zone, but it's more like it's doing a lot of twisting and turning. Almost looked like a 1-3-1 for a second.
Yeah, a little bit there. Just kind of like it just kind of rotated around the key. It was kind of impressive to see for a minute.
Yeah, and then at the very end, he got back to a 2-3. So I think that's what they're doing. I don't think they're doing strictly man. I think they may have. Yeah, they're doing his own here. I'm not always great at identifying basketball defense as well as I should be, considering I do this as a profession. Twin Falls just working their way around the zone, though. They've struggled with it. They've had a couple of bursts of scoring, but have just struggled with consistency. Ty Hess has been a key to that, to whatever they've gotten, but right there he travels as he did a little bit of a James Harden into that mid-range jumper.
Sometimes when you got a lot of speed, it's hard to slow down and take that jumper when you got the space. And Hess, you saw that just barely, right? Takes extra steps to slow down, not able to get it before he traveled.
McCade Roll takes the ball across mid-court, and he swings into the corner, now into the paint on the right block. Fouled, but the bucket is good. And a roar of approval from the crowd. Chance Wilson makes the bucket, and he's going to get one at the line. Chance to give Skyview a new largest lead of the game. They've led by 8 at one point before. They've never led by 9. And it'll stay that way for the moment. Free throw is missed. Twin Falls with the board. 6:55 to go here in the third quarter. It's 25-17 in favor of Skyview. Trying to find into the paint for Billings. I don't know if it was intended for him, but he got the ball. Turnaround right hook, misses. He grabbed his own rebound, and he's fouled as he tried to keep the ball away from, I believe he was trying to keep it away from Matt Hyatt. It is Hyatt. I heard the announcer say it that way, and I'm gonna use that as confirmation. Trying to inbound the ball. Billings gets it near the right block. He's going to kick it out for 3 to the corner. Now Billings going to get it back. Swings it over to Ty Hess. He's going to pull up from 3. It'll look good from our angle, but it rims out. And nearly fouled there high up, and he manages to retain the ball and send it up court. Now McCade Roll going around the screen. He'll bring it up top of the circle and then swing it around for Chance Wilson. He'll send it into the paint. Ball was tipped. And then I think it might have tipped off a couple more fingers. The ball was intended for Tyson Bradley. And it goes off of Twin Falls.
Wilson's ball to Bradley. That had some zip to it. I'm kind of impressed that Wilson is able to get that much speed on it.
That was pretty solid there. A foul, offensive foul. Bad screen there called on Chance Wilson. So that's going to give the ball to the Bruins. We have this interstate matchup. Twin Falls out of Idaho. Not that far of a trip, though. Twin Falls not too far away, at least by my recollection.
I believe it's only 2.5 hours away.
So not too bad. Closer than some of the Southern Utah teams that are making the trip up for this Coach Tueller Classic. Pump fake a three, give it to Hess. He'll take the three off the front rim, no good. Chance Wilson with the board. Sends it up quickly to Oxborough, trying to press their advantage on the break. Oxborough picks up his dribble, loses the momentum. He's going to kick it back out. They'll reset things. Now into the corner. Hyatt for three. No good off the top of the backboard. Didn't touch anything, so that's still good and live. Tyson Bradley grabs the board, puts it in.
From my angle, I thought it did touch the top of the backboard, but hey, I guess I'm wrong. Happy to be wrong.
I think it touched that like front corner. You can kind of get away with that. Foul called on the other end, and it was Tyson Bradley who just had the offensive rebound and putback. He commits the foul. Ball went in, so it's going to be a chance for an and one. Skyview had briefly gotten themselves a 10-point lead. Now it's 27-19. And that was, Riker Rex. Rex being Latin for king, if I'm not mistaken.
Pretty neat. Those are his first points of the night, hoping to extend that.
He does make the free throw, so makes it 27-20. Skyview going quickly ahead. Even out of the inbound off the made free throw, nearly caught the Bruins off guard. But Roll will reset here, backing out nearly to midcourt. Now drifting over to the left side, looking for a screen from Wilson. He'll go around it. Then swing it back to Oxborough. Great play, sets up a wide open three, and Oxborough makes the Bruins pay.
Great form by Oxborough just to drill that three. It's fun to watch when shooters find their shot.
Oxborough up to 10 points, leading all scorers today. He's got 10. Bruins have 30. Bruins have 20. Skyview has 30. Bruins now up to 23, though, as they hit a corner three-pointer. Is Riker Rex. He had the three-point play, and then he adds 3 points the modern way. And Skyview down on the other end, kicking over to Wilson in the corner. Oxborough pump fakes a three, drives into the paint, loses the handle on the ball. He was trying to dance around a defender trying to draw a charge, and then I think he hit his knee with the ball and just lost the handle on it there. It was nearly a great play.
Pleading his case to the referee, saying it bounced off Twin Falls, but it's pretty hard to argue. It definitely bounced off of him.
Referee was standing right there. So here we go. Bruins with it. They trail 7. It stayed around 7 most of this half. We're midway through the third quarter. High arcing mid-range shot, no good. Rebound to the Bobcats. Having to fight to retain it, though. Roll will take it. And trying to feed the post. He has his pass stolen. Ty Hess snags it and then gets himself out of trouble, though. He has the ball poked away. Roll got his revenge, poking it away. Long pass forward, though, over the head of Oxborough. Matt Hyatt was trying to find him for a bit of a, I'm not going to say cherry picking because he was down there for not cherry picking reasons. But that's where I would normally be in playing pickup.
If I were looking for some quick points, that's what I'd be doing too.
For me, it's lack of effort. For Oxborough, it's because he was only seconds before trying to stop someone from getting up the court. He was actually playing basketball. So it remains 30-23. We're at 3.5 minutes to play here in the third quarter. Twin Falls trying to stay alive. Ty Hess, mid-range jumper, trying to draw the foul. He won't get it, but he will get the bucket. And Twin Falls calls a timeout as they draw within 5.
This kind of feels eerily similar to how the Box Elder game went, where Skyview seems, okay, they got things under control, right? They're setting the pace of play, right? And then Box Elder was able to just pick away, and eventually come back into this game. Twin Falls has done something very similar, right? Where they've forced Skyview to maybe play faster than what they should, right? We're seeing those mistakes happen on those fast breaks and just, long ball passes, right? We saw it with Oxborough just barely, right? If Twin Falls can keep that up, we're in for an interesting game. I'm sure Coach Hilliard is talking to his boys saying, slow down. We don't have to play at their speed. We're going to play at our speed. We're going to determine the pace of the game.
Have you tried the Old Grist Mill's fantastic breakfast sandwiches served at the South Logan and Smithfield locations? Well, if you haven't, you're going to love it when you do try it. It's the Old Grist Mill Baked Fresh Daily. 3:26 to go here in the third quarter. Just coming out of a full timeout from Twin Falls. They've had to call a couple of timeouts to try and break some Skyview runs. They called this timeout as they got a 5-0 run. They were trailing 30-20, not more than 30 seconds ago. But they scored that jumper there to make it 30-25, and they want to have a good defensive possession here. And that'll give them a chance to make it a one-possession game. And they're looking like they're going to go with a bit of a full-court press. We'll see how tight the pressure is, but they're coming out in a 1-2-2 press. Try and speed Skyview up in the backcourt. They're going to press pretty tight. They're going to try and do these double teams, but Skyview going to fairly easily press back. They get it now trying to do a half-court trap as well, but Oxborough going to get it over to McCade Roll on the right wing, and he'll go to work from there. Now backing it out nearly to the mid-court circle. Going to look for a screen from Chance Wilson. Goes around. Looks for a pass. Finds Hyatt. Trying to drive into the paint down the right side of the lane. Gives to Wilson. Three-pointer up and good. Skyview gets the triple from Wilson. It's exactly what Skyview needed to try and stop the momentum of the Bruins now. Three-pointer attempted response there from Riker Rex. He misses it, and an over-the-back foul called on the Bruins. It'll go to Skyview. Hoyt Murray with the foul. I think that timeout was explicitly to call this press here, because that's what the Bruins are probably going to go to for most of the rest of the game. Wilson gets the long pass, hands off to Roll. He pump fakes a three, give it to Wilson. Another three-pointer, this one no good. Ball tipped around, controlled by the Bruins. 2:23 to go here in the third quarter. Skyview leading 33-25. Twin Falls trying to chip into that. Three-pointer off the back iron, no good. Chance Wilson snags the board. And he'll bring it across midcourt himself, then dribble handoff to Roll. Roll, trying to isolate. Hands it off to Oxborough. He goes into the paint. Trying to pivot around, puts up a shot. Around the rim and in. Now Kirk Hilliard going to call a 30-second timeout after his team retakes a 10-point lead.
Yeah, not a bad finishing move by Oxborough, right? I saw that in the Box Elder game. He's great when he can able to set his pivot, right? He's able to manipulate his defender out of his way, right, to get that easy mid-range jumper. Really fun to see Oxborough kind of use that to his advantage. I don't really see it that much anymore in a modern game of basketball. It's fun to see it when a player is able to take advantage of that.
Preston Watch Collision and Glass. They got trained technicians, the latest equipment, and over 5 decades of experience to guarantee a perfect auto body repair and the safest glass replacement. That's Preston Watts Collision and Glass. Just under 2 minutes to play, 1 minute 57 seconds to be exact. That's what remains here in the third quarter. Skyview at the 35-25 lead. They've commanded most of it ever since like the middle of the second quarter. They built a lead, and now they've extended it to 10 points, tied for their largest of the game so far. Twin Falls with possession, though. They'll try and cut into that once again. They had it down to 5 moments ago. Now they swing around as Skyview's gone to a man defense as opposed to their zone. Shot up and a foul. McCade Roll caught Ty Hess on the elbow. And that's going to send Hess to the free throw line, where I believe he's a perfect 4 of 4.
Yep, perfect 4 for 4, and that is McCade's third foul. Got to keep an eye on that. He's going to be good moving into the fourth quarter.
Free throw up and rolls on the inside of the front rim and goes in. Roll is going to take a seat on the bench. He's going to be replaced by Max Castillo. They're going to try and they'll probably put roll in about 6 minutes left in the fourth quarter or thereabouts. And free throw number 2 is no good. First miss on the day from the free throw line. That keeps the game at 9 points. Keeps it at 9 points. 90 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Skyview potentially could extend their lead to a largest of the game, 11 if they score, or even 12. They hit a 3. Castillo trying to get around his man. Stonewall tries again into the paint. Now he gives it off. And then a lost pass there. He handed it off to Jace Lillywhite. Then he loses the ball in his pass. Twin Falls coming down with the ball. Over to Hess. He'll take a left wing 3. Rolls around and in. That's going to make it 35-29. Twin Falls with another bit of a run here.
That is the first made 3 by Hess. He has taken 6 of them. He has no shame when it comes to shooting the 3. He might heat up. I don't know.
Driving layup is good. That was Zach Oxborough. He's up to 12 points in this game. And on the other end, shot up, no good. Grabbing his own rebound is Trey Billings. He missed the second shot as well, though. So Skyview with the ball, an 8-point lead and 25 seconds left in the quarter, and I imagine they'll drain as much of this clock as they can. Chance Wilson handing it off to Max Castillo. Now over to Tatum Sager. He'll get it back to Chance Wilson, top of the arc, sending it back in. Layup up. Oh, no, I thought that was in. Rebound collected by the man who missed it, Jace Lillywhite, and it'll be a held ball. And I think that stays with Skyview. And I thought that layup was all but in.
I know, Skyview's had more than their fair share of 99% in, but just that 1% is able just to fall out of the rim and no points are scored.
6.7 seconds on the clock. Skyview still has it, so a chance to get some points to end the quarter. Inbound, Oxborough, free throw line. Trying to turn around, fade away. Good, Zach Oxborough. And that'll end the quarter as he gets up to 16 points. I think I misspoke earlier saying he had 12. I think he got up to 14. Hits another one, and Skyview goes up 10 to end the fourth quarter. We're going to go ahead and take a break. We'll be back, and we'll begin the fourth quarter here on 106.9 FM, 1390 AM, The Fan.
Great Basin Graphics does custom t-shirts and creates graphic designs that'll get your business noticed. Amazing colors and designs that seem to jump off the t-shirt. Go to greatbasingraphics.com.
Great Basin Graphics. We made you look.
Old Gristmill on South Main Logan, 4th North Logan, and now Smithfield offer Cache Valley that famous lunch special and natural bread baked the right way. Get your made-to-order lunch or baked goods at Cache Valley's Best of Northern Utah gold-winning bakery. The Old Gristmill, here for you.
Make it 3 years in a row. Advanced Heating and AC is honored to be Best of Northern Utah Gold Medalist. Thank you for your support and vote of confidence in their company. Advanced Heating and AC online at advancedheating-ac.com.
Welcome back to Skyview High School as we begin the fourth quarter of this Region 11, well, not Region, well, it's one Region 11 team, Skyview, as they take on Twin Falls. They lead 39-29, so they have all the momentum or all the cushion they need to close this one out. Heck, if they allow roughly the same number of points they have in the first 3 quarters, they don't even have to score a point.
Yeah, so far, I mean, Skyview has played stellar defense. Maybe it was the offense that just needed a little bit of a jump start, which we saw, like you were saying, middle of the second quarter coming into this fourth quarter.
Zach Oxborough, a big part of that. He has 16 points by himself. Also seen spurts from Easton Mills. He had a 6-point spurt in the second quarter. Helps Skyview take the lead that they've extended. Twin Falls with the ball, and they get a mid-range jumper, bounces around and out. Mills got the rebound, but then he lost it. Had it stolen away. Twin Falls on a bit of a mini break here, and a travel.
Riker Rex doing a really good job getting that steal, and it's just unfortunate that Bingham commits just a little bit of a travel, enough for the referee to call it and give possession back to Skyview.
Yeah, caught the ball and then took 3 steps before he got that little dribble, just hesitated to get the ball out of his hand on the dribble. A lot of pressure here in the half court from Twin Falls. They went with the full court press for a little bit late in the third. Now they're just going with some intense half court pressure to try and force the issue as they're down 10, and with no shot clock, Skyview gets to take all the time they need.
Yeah, with no shot clock, Skyview is in the driver's seat and just roll clock roll.
3-point attempt from the corner around the rim, no good. Rebound there to Skyview, missed it. Then grabbing his own miss and then getting fouled is Jace Lillywhite. As he's flexing, at least metaphorically, on Twin Falls. 2 offensive rebounds, and he'll have a chance to put Skyview up by more than just 10. They've had this 10-point lead a few times, the largest they've had. First free throw, Bricks off the back iron and the backboard. Zach Oxborough checking out for the moment. Liam Guthrie checking in for him. Lillywhite, second free throw. A lot better touch on that one, and he gets it to go. 11-point lead for Skyview, just under 7 to play. Ty Hess getting it to Billings, bit of a high pick and roll. Floater from Billings, misses it. Rebound tipped high, back to Twin Falls. Now Jordan Bingham, he misses the mid-range jumper. Ball is tipped back to him on the free throw line. Then a three-pointer up and good by Riker Ricks. I misspoke, it was Will Broadbent who missed that free throw line jumper. And then it tipped back to him. So back to an 8-point lead for Skyview. Liam Guthrie in the corner, he'll back it out. Max Castillo with it. So we've got some battles away from the ball. Easton Mills trying to find an open spot in the post. And on the ball, we have a pass that's tipped out of bounds by Twin Falls. So it'll stay with Skyview. I give myself a pat on the back. I said McCade Roll is going to check in with 6 minutes left in the fourth quarter. There's 6:17 on the clock.
Nailed it.
He's coming back in.
Do you know the game of basketball, or do you know the game of basketball?
I know it a little bit sometimes. Inbound passes stolen away by Twin Falls. And they try and swing it around the circle. A mid-range jumper up and off the rim, no good. Oh, and a foul on the rebound. Liam Guthrie trying to go for the rebound, just kind of unintentionally, just completely undercut Trey Billings, and he took a bit of a spill, but they're all in high school, and as long as they don't land too awkwardly, they'll be able to shake it off.
How's the saying go? Teenagers are made out of rubber and magic?
Basically. They're going to call it an intentional foul, though, so they're going to say a little more harm on the foul. So free throw, ooh, that
almost
went all around the rim. I can't see his number. I can't tell who it is.
I think it's Riker.
Is it Riker? You are right. It is Riker Rex, who I think has got most of his points in the second half. He's up to 11.
Yeah, he's kind of been a shining star. I don't believe he was a starter for Twin Falls. He's coming off the bench, if I believe.
I think at least 9. I was doing it in my head. I think at least 9 of his points have come in the second half. So inbound, as the intentional foul gave free throws and the ball to Twin Falls. Now a 6-point game. Bit of a swing there potentially, especially if they get a score here. They can technically get it down to a 1-possession game if they hit a 3. Ty Hess with it. Trying to go around a high screen. Now he's got roll on him. Trying to spin around him, but not finding too many places to go. He's at the elbow. He has to kick it back out. Over into the corner for Hess. Back to Rex. Now over to Will Broadbent. Over to Hess on the right wing. 5:30 to go here. Pass nearly stolen. Broadbent going to take a 3. He hits it. We're at a 3-point game. Felt like it was seconds ago. It was an 11-point game, but it is an 8-0 run for Twin Falls. Then we're going to have a travel on Skyview. A couple too many steps. I was wondering if they're going to call that. And they did.
This might be a trend for this Skyview team all year long. You can't win comfortably. Maybe the basketball gods are saying, Skyview, if you're going to win a game, it's going to be close. Because like you were saying, I mean, just a couple minutes ago, you were feeling, okay, Skyview's in control, right? Just roll things out, play good defense, right? Do what a Skyview team is traditionally known to do. And then before you know it, Twin Falls is back within 3, and we've got a game on our hands.
Great Basin Graphics has custom t-shirts, detailed embroidery, and graphic designs. Get your business noticed. Go to GreatBasinGraphics.com for more details. That's GreatBasinGraphics.com. Another reminder, your video experience here powered by Adams Wealth Advisors. 5:19 to go here in the fourth quarter. And in this fourth quarter, Twin Falls has outscored Skyview 8-1.
Oh dear. That's all I can say, right? One of the things is sometimes a timeout like this is just a good way just to snap back into the game, right? We've seen good basketball by Skyview and by Twin Falls, right? But Twin Falls has just been a little bit more streaky, right? So maybe by potentially calling this timeout, Twin Falls cools down a little bit. Skyview can finish this out with a win. As the inbound pass comes to Hess, who's going to bring it up. Drops it off to Riker Rex, who, like we had said, kind of the shining star in the second half for Twin Falls. With Hess taking the three, nails it. We are a tied game on our hands. Uh-oh, here we go, folks.
Indeed, here we go as Roll brings it up in this tied ball game. There was an 11-point lead for Skyview not 2 or 3 minutes ago. Nearly a travel, but they get the ball out. Chance Wilson has it now. He gives hands off to Roll. Trying to isolate. He's going to generate a mid-range jumper open, and he drills it. Boy, Skyview needed that one. First field goal of the quarter comes with about 4:40 to go. Now we're down to 4:30 to go in this game. Suddenly a lot tighter than it was a minute ago. Oh, go ahead.
No, yeah, that mid-range jumper was Roll's first points of the night. You got to have him kind of maybe take charge of this fourth quarter.
Is that really his first points of the game?
First points of the game.
I'm stunned. Kid Roll, a very solid score. Ty Hess going to take a step back three-pointer and nails it. Twin Falls their first lead since the second quarter. Skyview led by 11 with about 6:17 to go in the game.
If I believe this is Twin Falls' first lead of the night.
They had one in the second quarter. First or second quarter, I think. At least I'm pretty sure they did. They've led it. I know they've led a couple of times. Maybe it wasn't the second quarter. Last one I can remember that I know was 8-7. But I'm pretty sure they did in the second quarter. A foul on Twin Falls. Skyview, no shooting foul. It's just going to be on the baseline. But Skyview trailing 43-42. Ty Hess has exploded this quarter. A couple of threes this quarter, right?
Yeah, he's made 3 in a row.
After starting, 0 for 6 or 0 for 5?
0 for 5. That's what we were afraid of, right? Just keep shooting the shot. Eventually, he's going to see one go in and just heat up, and he's done just that.
Roll slides his way into the paint, gets a layup, but they're going to say no shot because he was fouled on his way there. That's almost a foul you don't want because that was a nifty move by Roll to get a right-handed layup from the left side of the rim.
Yeah, you probably would have wanted to have the play advantage if we were having a soccer game here.
In the NBA, they would give him the bucket, but in high school, it's not nearly so much. Trying to find an inbound pass, they find Oxborough. He's got 16 points. He's been the leading scorer for the Bobcats tonight. Hasn't scored in a bit, though. I believe he just checked back in. They send it into Oxborough on the right block, though. Double team, though, trying to find a pass out. Now swing over to the corner. Chance Wilson, three-pointer up, no good, off the rim. Diving on the ground, Oxborough gets on the ground. There's a foul called. And that is a just call as the player just about fell on top of Zach Oxborough. I was afraid they're going to call a jump ball. I was like, no, they fouled him on the way there.
Definitely.
That's the foul they should have called in the Aggie game last night.
Exactly.
I think we have some other scores from around the valley. Mountain Crest leads Minico 57-38. I got this update a couple minutes ago, so it's changed since then. But there's about 4 minutes left in that one. As Oxborough gets the inbounds pass, fakes one way, goes the other, misses the turnaround jumper, diving on the ground, a foul going to be called on Tyson Bradley. He tripped Ty Hess unintentionally, but he was diving for the ball. Ty Hess got the ball, and instead of the ball, Hess ended up tripping Ty Hess. It'll be sideline out of bounds in the backcourt for Twin Falls. 2:57 to go here in the fourth quarter. Twin Falls with the lead. Oh, we're going to have a timeout. I believe Skyview called the timeout.
Well, shooters got to shoot, and that's exactly what Hess is. I mean, like we were saying, he went 0 for 5, and every single time he looked as confident as he could be when he was shooting, and then on that 6th one, he's made it, and then ever since then, he's been lights out. He's made 2 more since then, and has brought Twin Falls back with this lead. And, you know, honestly, this is going to be a good game. Twin Falls kind of being the underdog upset here.
For 100 years, Young Toyota and Young Honda have been delivering an exceptional customer experience. Think Young, drive Young with Young Toyota and Young Honda, sponsors of Skyview Bobcat Sports here on 106.9 FM, 1390 AM. The Fan, and streaming online at CashValleyDaily.com. I'm Jason Walker, joined by Adam Lurcher. We've been bringing you tonight's broadcast as Skyview led by 11 earlier this quarter. They trail by 1. They've got 3 points this quarter. Twin Falls has 14. 2:52 to play in the game. Twin Falls with possession as they try and work the ball to Ty Hess. He's the hot hand. Elbow jumper blocked. Rebounded, though, by Twin Falls. They had more awareness. Rebound again. Trey Billings gets the board and the layup. Twin Falls leads by 3. And I believe tied for their largest lead of the game. I think they led 7-4 at one point. Or heck, that may have been Skyview led 7-4. I may have my things mixed up. Inbound pass to Bradley. He has a shot emphatically swatted away. And Trey Billings going to get a technical foul, though. He celebrated a little too hard and in the face of Tyson Bradley. And that's going to give a free throw to McCade Roll.
Billings has had, even for a little bit of a stretch there, he had missed 5 in a row, but he's just been staying consistent in this game on the defensive end of the ball. You hate to see someone just get too excited, right? There is such a thing as being too excited, right? And that might cost Twin Falls in the long run.
Roll with the free throw, and he gets one more, and that'll have a chance to make it a 1-point game. Second free throw is good. Skyview looking to inbound the ball. They get to roll in the backcourt. 2:15 to go here. Skyview trying to retake the lead. A bucket would do just that on this possession. Roll going around the Chance Wilson screen. Pulls up on the right wing. Didn't quite have the room. He's isolating now there. Trying to get in the middle of the paint. Kicking back out to the three-point line. Pass is tipped, but still found its intended target. They'll reset to roll once again as we cross under 2 to play. Matt Hyatt hands off to Oxborough. To the free throw line, kicks back out to Hyatt. And to Roll. Trying to find somewhere to go. He's getting guarded tight by Hess now. Trying to find some room, kicks it over to Oxborough. Oxborough fakes a drive, then gets back out. Now sends it over to Roll in the left corner. Looking for a pass now. He's going to drive baseline, puts up a floater, and it's good. Rattles around and in. Roll with the clutch bucket. Timeout. Kirk Hilliard wants to talk over this next defensive possession.
Roll, it's good to have you in the game. Good to have you scoring. After just not having any points at all, he's got, how many does he got? He's got 6 to his name. I'm pretty sure just in this fourth quarter alone.
This quarter, he's showed up clutch. He's hit that clutch mid-range jumper. Couple of, he hit the 2 free throws there.
2 free throws, had a good solid layup.
That was a nifty floater. That took a lot of skill to get that. It was almost like behind the backboard himself, but then putting the floater up there as he's going by the rim. Really hard to get that one to fall. He was going faster than the ball was.
This is definitely true.
By the way, the parts and oil you need to keep your car and equipment running at its best can be found at Napa Auto Parts. Locally owned and operated. They've got locations all the way up in Preston, all the way down to Providence. Napa Auto Parts. We got 1:22 to go here in this game. Skyview had an 11-point lead, lost it. We're down by 3, but now they're on a bit of a mini 4-0 run here to retake the lead. Twin Falls will have possession, though, after Roll hit that layup. But we've seen some of these Twin Falls players get hot. Ty Hess being the main one there. He had 3 straight threes. Although his last attempt, I believe, was blocked.
Yep, last attempt was blocked. Sometimes that's enough to take the hot hand out of the game. We'll see what happens on this possession for Twin Falls.
Hess does bring it across mid-court. He goes around the Trey Billings screen, looking for that mid-range jumper. He swarmed. He has to give it up. Oxborough, the man guarding Hess. Probably most important defensive assignment of the game so far. Hess driving into the paint, dumps it off, swarmed, shot up, no good. Offensive rebound, put back, no good. Rebound fought for, eventually snagged by Lily White in a crowd of players. McCade Roll now going full speed the other way. He lost the ball. Has it poked away by Riker Rex. And now a timeout. 47 seconds to go, and Twin Falls going to talk this possession over. And a bit of a strategy game here. Do you burn 47 seconds, take a game-winning shot, or do you score as quick as you can and trust your defense?
Good question. Honestly, if I was in Twin Falls shoes, if I were the coaches, I would say we've honestly had more success if we've been able to speed Skyview up, right? I would say let's just try to get as many possessions and points as we can get out of this game and maybe see if we can catch Skyview a little flat-footed. On the other hand, right, you're looking at Skyview, slow it down, right? Play solid defense, get that rebound, and then just let the clock run.
What can a business technology partner do for you? Well, Les Olson IT has all the office products you need and a great service team. Learn more at lesolson.com. That's lesolson.com. 47.1 seconds in this game. We've had one game go final. Mountain Crest ended up beating Minico 61-40. Green Canyon, I forget who the Green Canyon was playing. They were leading 60-58. Oh, Hurricane. They're leading 68-62 with 3:38. That update from about 3 minutes ago. Ridgeline was trailing Judge Memorial. Last update we had, it was 41-46 in favor of Judge Memorial. Ridgeline trying to stay undefeated. Green Canyon, too. Twin Falls looking for their first win of the season. They're 0-2. Skyview 2-3, trying to advance to 500. Ty Hess going to get fouled. A bit of a ticky-tack foul there. Tyson Bradley, he's had a couple ticky-tack fouls. I don't know if he's going to like the refs in this game.
Yeah, I don't know. That's his 5th foul right there.
Is that a 5th, really?
That's his 5th.
I knew he had like 3 or 4. But yeah, here, Tyson Bradley's, he is blissfully unaware. And he has just been made aware.
I do think that last one was a little ticky-tack.
It's one of those that you're like, is that the 5th foul? And it's not like the referees knew. Like, halftime, they have to be told somebody has 5 fouls.
Oh, yeah, totally.
And Chance Wilson going to check back into the game as Tyson Bradley will take a seat for the night. He's had a tough assignment guarding Trey Billings and mostly kept him quiet. He and a lot of the other Skyview players. But it's 46-45 as we hit 30 seconds to play. Into Trey Billings. He tries to get the ball. It's stolen away. Chance Wilson. He gets the ball. And Skyview going to get fouled. Right as he passed the ball away, Zach Oxborough is going to go for 1-1. I believe. Didn't they switch to quarters where it's like 5 fouls in a quarter?
I believe that's how it works in high school, where as soon as you hit that 5 fouls, you're...
Yeah, because it used to be similar to this to college where it was 7.5.
Yep.
And I believe they changed. I can never keep track of all the different rules. And actually, they must go straight to 2 fouls. Or 2 free throws on the foul. On the 5th foul, because that's the way it is in the NBA. First free throw was no good. Oxborough makes the second, so that makes these last possessions a little more dramatic. Riker Rex has the ball, dribbles around the screen, gives it to Billings. Dribble handoff to Hess. He looks at a three-pointer. That's going to dribble inside the arc. Out to Billings once again. Round to Rex. Fakes the dribble handoff and a timeout called. 6.4 seconds. I don't know if the team really recognized how little time there was left. I didn't. I got lost in the play there.
Yeah, 100%. I hadn't realized that. Oh, crap. We're down to 6 seconds. And they're still trying to set something up offensively, right? They're still trying to penetrate a little bit, see what the defense is going to give them.
They're going rinse and repeat on that 3-man game.
Exactly.
With Rex, Billings, and Hess. We'll see what they draw up here for what could be their last shot of the game. A reminder about Reactive Physical Therapy. Great locations in North Logan and Providence. Personalized care plans for your complete recovery. Treat chronic pain, sports injuries, and rehab. That's Reactive Physical Therapy. We have many wonderful sponsors. I just want to thank once again Advanced Heating and Air Conditioning, the Logo Shop, DD Auto and Salvage, the Old Grist Mill, Preston Watts Collision and Glass, Great Basin Graphics, Adams Wealth Advisors, Cache Valley Daily, Young Toyota and Young Honda, Napa Auto Parts, Les Olson IT, and again, Reactive Physical Therapy. The wonderful sponsors that bring you these high school games that we are able to stream on CacheValleyDaily.com as well as play over the radio here with the Bobcats. Home of the Bobcats on 106.9 FM, 1390 AM, The Fan. And so here we go. They put 0.6 seconds back on the clock, so it was 6.4. They're up to 7. I don't know how they decide that in high school.
Yeah, I don't know how you review that, but
they don't. Looking for an inbound pass. They get it to Hess. Guarded by Roll. Goes around a screen, trying to fake it. Ball tipped around, stolen away. Jace Lillywhite, he dribbles out the clock. That's the game. Skyview wins. Skyview wins 47-45 on a heroic defensive stand. They stun the hot hand Ty Hess with a steal. Lillywhite coming up with it and then dribbling out the final few seconds. An exciting finish to this first game of the Coach Schuler Classic.
Absolutely, right? Like what you were saying, Hess setting something up, right? You want the ball in your best player's hands. Obviously, that was going to be Hess. Lillywhite not falling for any of the razzle-dazzle that Hess had been pulling all night long. Instead, gets the steal and just boom. Simple as that. Royce the clock down. You can walk away with a win.
So there you go. Skyview advancing to 3-3 on the season. 3 straight victories for the Bobcats, all at home. And they're going to get one more home game tomorrow. John Newbold, the normal voice of Skyview Bobcats, will be back with you tomorrow, as well as for Saturday's game, which will take place at the D. Glenn Smith Spectrum, one of 4 games to prelude the eventual Utah State game when they host the Utah Tech. The Trailblazers, I believe. They went from Dixie State to Utah Tech. So we'll have that. We'll take a quick break, and we'll have a bit of post-game here on 106.9 FM, 1390 AM The Fan, and streaming online at CacheValleyDaily.com.
Great Basin Graphics does custom t-shirts and creates graphic designs that'll get your business noticed. Amazing colors and designs that seem to jump off the t-shirt. Go to GreatBasinGraphics.com.
Great Basin Graphics. We made you look.
Old Gristmill on South Main Logan, 4th North Logan, and now Smithfield offer Cache Valley that famous lunch special and natural bread baked the right way. Get your made-to-order lunch or baked goods at Cache Valley's Best of Northern Utah gold-winning bakery. The Old Gristmill, here for you.
Make it 3 years in a row. Advanced Heating and AC is honored to be Best of Northern Utah Gold Medalist. Thank you for your support and vote of confidence in their company. Advanced Heating and AC online at advancedheating-ac.com.
They really can put your logo on just about anything. That's what they do at the Logo Shop. Businesses, teams, booster clubs, school organizations. Call the Logo Shop and have them show you the possibilities. The Logo Shop, committed to schools, teams, and youth groups.
Searching for copiers and printers? Les Olson IT has what you need. Find reliable HP printers, award-winning Sharp copiers, and high-end Ricoh graphic systems.
Les Olson IT. When a client walks into the office, I want them to feel like they have a team that is full-time working for them.
We really start from the ground up, setting our goals, understanding your situation, and then building the plan to maximize that quality of life.
Visit Adams Wealth Advisors.
From what's happening in local political elections, to breaking news, to photo galleries and replays of the latest games. If it's happening in our community, it's on CacheValleyDaily.com and the Cache Valley Daily app. Local, relevant news on CacheValleyDaily.com.
Preston Watts Collision and Glass has been your #1 resource for collision repair and auto glass. We specialize in windshield repairs. Competitive prices, call Preston Watts Collision and Glass at 563-3215. We do it right.
Reactive Physical Therapy will show you what actions you can take to create the reaction you desire. Reactive Physical Therapy in Providence and North Logan. Call 435-535-3677 or reactivephysicaltherapy.com.
Welcome back to Skyview High School for the post game of tonight's Skyview Bobcats win. They clawed this one out, and by golly, it looked like they were going to blow this one for a minute there, Adam.
Really did. There were many a times, well, mostly in this fourth quarter, right, where Twin Falls got close and then eventually took the lead, where you're thinking, no way is Skyview gonna, I don't want to use, kind of more slang terms, but no way Skyview's gonna blow this one away. Like, come on, guys, wake up.
Yeah, and wake up they did, because they led 39-29 start of the fourth quarter, and then they trailed, I want to say it was like 45-42.
Yeah.
Something like that. I may not have the exact numbers, but they trailed by 3. After having an 11-point lead, like they allowed 29 points in 3 quarters, they allowed 16 in the one in that fourth. So defense kind of broke down a little bit. Ty Hess kind of being the reason for that, is he starts 0 of 5, then he hits 3 triples in that fourth quarter alone. Big reason for that rally, and they also had Riker Rex scoring. I think he had his most of his 11 in the second half at least.
Yeah, for sure, second half. I think mostly in the fourth quarter as well. It felt like that's just when he was popping off.
Yeah, but in the end, Skyview wakes up, and you might say it was McCade Roll who woke up the most, a guy who averages 11 points per game, didn't have any points in the first, 35 minutes?
Yeah.
Or, let's see, how many minutes are in a high
8?
school game? There's 8 minutes, so 30? I can't do math. So
24?
It's 32. It's 32 minutes.
You're right.
So for the first, up until about 3 minutes to go in the game, we're going to do that math instead, because he didn't have any points up until then, but he scored 6 points, 2 crucial buckets. One that actually I think it helped him go up 42-40.
Yep.
But then key technical late in the game, and because that's when they were down 3.
Yeah, yep, that's when Billings, right, got a little too heated, right, on, I can't remember if it was Wilson or Oxborough.
It was Bradley. He blocked.
Oh, that's right, Bradley.
He blocked the shot from Tyson Bradley. Great play, but celebrated a little too much. And a key there, I was doing a bit in his face, too.
Exactly, right? And then that allowed McCade, right, to go take those technical free throws, right, and just continue to add. Like you were saying, right, maybe someone you're used to seeing someone score, 10+, right? His game may have looked a little different tonight, right? But when you needed it most, right, he was able to get you the points.
Yeah, and he hit the shot that put Skyview up. What was it, 46-45? Because they got the 2 free throws. Then he hits the runner. They go up 46-47. They get a free throw later from Zach Oxborough, who finishes the game with a team-high 17 points. Ty Hess had the game lead with 20 for all players, but Oxborough and Roll with some key points late there for Skyview to win it. Let's go over a few other scores throughout the region. There was another thriller, Adam, is Ridgeline looking to remain undefeated. They didn't lead at all in the game against Judge Memorial at home.
Wow.
Until the last shot of the game. Tyler Jackman hits a 3-pointer to win the game. Ridgeline comes away 52-51 over Judge Memorial. They get to 3-0. Last update I had, Green Canyon was leading 68-62 over Hurricane. That update that I got was like 15 minutes ago, though, so who knows? That game's probably over as well. They were on a similar timeline to us. But, of course, Skyview getting the 47-45 win. I believe I mentioned Mountain Crest getting the win over Minico, 61-40. Another Idaho squad making it down south of the border. But that's going to about do it for us here. I know normally they have Kirk Hilliard on with John Newbold. I didn't talk to Coach Hilliard about doing an interview before this game. He probably knew I was filling it because John probably told me that John wasn't doing the game. But we'll go ahead and leave it here. We'll congratulate Skyview on a well-earned victory tonight over the visiting Twin Fall Bruins. I've been Jason Walker here with Adam Lurcher. Have a good night, everybody.
This Skyview Bobcats broadcast has been a presentation of 106.9 FM and 1390 AM The Fan and CashValleyDaily.com. Made possible by the support of our sponsors, Advanced Heating and Air Conditioning, Alpine Cleaning, DD Auto and Salvage, Old Grist Mill, Preston Watts Collision and Glass, Great Basin Graphics, Adams Wealth Advisors, Cache Valley Daily, Young Toyota and Young Honda, Napa Auto Parts, Les Olson IT, and The Logo Shop. Watch replays of previous games on CacheValleyDaily.com.